This is Wyatt Moore's project in talking about piano in the future and how I'm going to be using piano in my future studies. So, first, I want to talk about my career path. What I want to do is what I wanted to do when I came to Mizzou really was to be a orchestral performer. I wanted to be a performing musician, but I realized that that is not like a goal that I should be striving for if I want to be sustainable, um, money wise, you know. So a lot of people in my family were teachers, so I decided to try for music teaching, and I've found out through all my classes the last 2 years that I really do like music teaching too as well. So that is my anticipated goal and what I intend to incorporate piano with in the future is mostly music teaching. But there are some orchestral things that if I do decide to be a performer later down the line that it would help too, and I'll talk about that later. So yeah, going with music teaching in my future for music teachers, scales are really important, and I didn't know how important they were until I got to here, and I looked back at all the things that I was doing and realized that most of it was scales. So not only does Miss Speed press them on every assignment, but my all my teachers press scales, scales, scales. So I anticipate to use piano as an easy way to think about scales, to show scales to my students, and improve my knowledge of scales as well, so that I could be a better musician. Um, so I'm going to play an excerpt right here of me going through some two-handed one-octave scales, and I'm just going through C natural and then going through some of the sharps. So here it is. Okay, so I only played the major scales there, but minor scales, harmonic, melodic, whole tone scales, different cultural scales. Everything is connected to music, and they're incorporated into a wider arrangement of things that you can teach your students about. So they're really a really helpful tool that I need to keep up on as a teacher in any capacity. So yeah, the next thing I want to talk about would be, what if I wasn't a music teacher? What if I was more of a player, like I wanted to do when I first came here to Mizzou? Then piano is also very, very helpful. I know when I played in the youth symphony in St. Louis, it was really, the piano was a tool that not only my section leaders used, but the director herself, that she would go to the piano and physically play chords and the melody line over the chords of what she wanted. Just to give I need to learn how to do that. So just to give a brief presentation of that, I'm going to play probably the first four measures of Mahler's Second Symphony, fifth movement, which is a brass chorale that starts with the brass chorale for low brass. I'm going to play an excerpt of that being played, and then I'm going to play a piano transcription of that I played, of the bass line and the melody line. And listening to those together is really important in knowing where you are tuning wise with the rest of your section. Otherwise, it could be impossible to know where you need to be. So piano is very important. So here it goes. I just absolutely love that piece, and it is so beautiful. And being able to play it on piano, it doesn't take away from that at all. It's absolutely a beautiful piece. Um, so the next thing I want to talk about is what if I'm not an orchestral player? What if I'm a different kind of music teacher? Because I can't. I have to be well rounded in everything, especially as a music teacher, um, to be prepared for any kind of situation that might arise. I was thinking, what if the choral conductor is not showing up, and we're supposed to be playing a joint concert with the chorus, or with band and chorus or something, or I'm in a musical and I'm trying to warm up uh, the people playing in the musical, um, the actors. They need to sing. So I went through some of the vocal warm-ups that we worked on earlier this in the semester, and I played through some of those as well. Uh, when I was doing theater stuff with while I was in the pit orchestra, there was a lot of funny different vocal warm-ups that I would do to, I guess, stress syllables while you're singing. My favorite was "Mama Made Me Mash My M&Ms," going up and down the pentatonic of each scale, chromatically going up. So, "Mama made me mash my M&Ms. Mama made me mash my M&Ms," just going up and up and up. That was probably one of the most memorable ones for mine. So I'm gonna play that one on the piano for you right here. Okay, and there you go. Like I said, piano is going to be really important, no matter what I'm doing with my future career, because it's going to be revolved around music in one way or another, and piano is the basis of all that. So I really am appreciative of all the 4 semesters that I got piano hammered into me, and I won't forget it. So thank you, Miss Speed.